So there's a new Jason Aldean song. Okay, this new Jason Aldean song is a massive hit. It is called Try That in a Small Town. The video is controversial, so controversial that it was removed by actually country music TV. It was removed because it essentially showed various riots, and then it said, like, try that in a small town and see how it goes for you. The accusation is that this was racist, which is weird because there are a lot of black people who live in small towns. And it turns out black people also not super fond of rioting. But apparently the take of the media is that if you oppose riots and you think that in a small town that sort of thing doesn't go, that means that you actually want to kill black people just randomly. That, of course, is not what the song is even remotely about. Here is some of the music video for Jason Aldean's song.
Got a gun that my granddad gave me. They say one day they're gonna round up. Well, that might fly in the city. Good luck. Try that in a small town. See how far you make it down.
And he's showing Antifa riots. And he's, basically the idea is try this Antifa crap here and see how it goes for you. He's like, there's not going to be looting in a small town because we actually have a sense of community, right? And then he put out a statement saying, when you grow up in a small town, it's that unspoken rule of we all have each other's backs and we look out for each other. It feels like somewhere along the way, that sense of community and respect has gotten lost. Deep down, we're all ready to get back to that. I hope my new music video helps you all know that you are not alone in feeling that way. Go check it out. And well, the left-wing insane rage clickers, they decided that the song was actually racist. It's racist. You're not allowed to show, presumably, criminals who are black and then say that you don't wish for criminality to prevail, and in a small town it wouldn't. Now, it doesn't matter that many of the criminals in the video are also white. None of that matters. They're accusing him of racism, and CMTV took it, actually removed the video. You know a company is looking out for you when they actually upgrade your service and don't charge you for it. This is great news for new and current Pure Talk customers. Pure Talk just added data to every plan and includes a mobile hotspot with no price increase whatsoever. If you've considered Pure Talk before but haven't made the switch, take a look again. For just $20 a month, you'll get unlimited talk, text, and now 50% more 5G data plus their new mobile hotspot. This is why I love Pure Talk. They're veteran-owned. They only hire the best customer service team located right here in the great United States of America. Most families are saving almost $1,000 a year while enjoying the most dependable 5G network in America. Remember, you vote with how you spend your money. Stop supporting those woke wireless companies that don't actually like you very much. When you go to puretalk.com/Shapiro, you'll save an additional 50% off your first month because they actually value you. That's puretalk.com/Shapiro. Pure Talk is wireless for Americans by Americans. Again, go to puretalk.com/Shapiro. You'll save an additional 50% off your very first month of coverage. Now, I've been using Pure Talk myself. I use it for all my business calls. They have a great wireless network. And again, you're not giving money to people who hate your guts. So go to puretalk.com/Shapiro, save an additional 50% off that first month of coverage. This is a company that actually values you. We have a dog. His name is Happy. This morning, Happy made me unhappy. I had a book that was near his pen, and he somehow got a hold of this book. He ripped off the cover. He chewed it up. It did not make me happy. And that's my fault because I hadn't fed him yet. If I had fed him his rough greens earlier than that, then maybe he would have been hungry for my literature. Well, the dog food you've been giving your dog is dead food. It has very little nutritional value. Look at it. Brown food doesn't exactly scream at nutritional, but green food does. Rough Greens boosts Happy's food back to life. It can do the same for your dog. You don't have to go out and buy new dog food. Just sprinkle some Rough Greens on their food every single day. It contains all the necessary vitamins and minerals your dog is not getting from their regular dog food. Happy loves his Rough Greens. It's keeping him happy. It's keeping him healthy and is much better for him than the cover of that book that I was reading. Rough Greens is the only supplement your dog is going to ask for by name. Rough Greens. You get it? You get it? It's a joke. Naturopathic Dr. Dennis Black, the founder of Rough Greens, is so confident this product will improve your dog's health. He's offering my listeners a free Jumpstart trial bag. Go to freeroughgreens.com/Ben. Let Rough Greens bring your dog's food back to life. That is free, ruffgreens.com/Ben today, or call 833-MY-DOG-33. That is 833-MY-DOG-33 today. So here's what Jason Aldean wrote, quote, in the past 24 hours, I've been accused of releasing a pro-lynching song, a song that has been out since May, and was subject to the comparison that I, quote, direct quote, was not too pleased with the nationwide BLM protests. These references are not only meritless, but dangerous. There's not a single lyric in the song that references race or points to it, and there isn't a single video clip that isn't real news footage. And while I can try and respect others to have their own interpretation of a song with music, this one goes too far. As so many pointed out, I was present at Route 91, where so many lost their lives, and our community recently suffered another heartbreaking tragedy. No one, including me, wants to continue to see senseless headlines or families ripped apart. Try that in a small town for me refers to a feeling of community that I had growing up, where we took care of our neighbors regardless of differences of background or belief, because they were our neighbors, and that was above any differences. My political views have never been something I've hidden from. I know a lot of us in this country don't agree on how we get back to a sense of normalcy or where we go at least a day without a headline that keeps us up at night. But the desire for it to, that's what this song is about. And that apparently is super duper duper bad. It's terrible. Again, the fact that there are people on the left who feel the necessity to treat criminality and opposition to it as aspects of race is itself racist. If I say criminality doesn't fly in my community, and your immediate take is that's racist, you are being racist. You are suggesting that the crime is only from black people, or that by targeting crime, you're actually targeting black people, which is ridiculous. A majority of the crime in the country is coming from white people. And now, again, a disproportionate share of crime, violent crime, like murder, is taking place among black people, by young black people. That doesn't mean that if I oppose murder, I oppose black people. The vast majority of black people ain't committing murder, obviously. It is the left that it suggests that if you target a behavior, a disproportionate share of which is performed by a particular race, you're actually targeting the race. That's ridiculous. It's absurd. It's like saying that if you target crime, what you're actually targeting is men, because virtually all crime is performed by men. Did Jason Aldean do something wrong here? Of course not. Now, then they go to their backup argument. Their backup argument is he filmed this in a town that 102 years ago had a lynching. You got to be kidding. You really think that Jason Aldean was like, well, I'm going to go to a town that had a lynching 102 years ago, and that's where I'm going to film this video because that's where I really want this film. It's subtle. It's a subtle race bait. Like, come on. Pathetic dweebs. Think that people are sitting around thinking like this? They're not. Nobody is thinking like this. Good for Jason Aldean for not backing down. He shouldn't apologize. And it doesn't seem like he will, which would make him one of the first artists who is not doing that in recent memory. So good for Jason Aldean. Alrighty, guys, the rest of the show is continuing right now. You're not going to want to miss it. We'll be joined on the line by Jim Davis and Michael Graham discussing their new upcoming book, The Great Dechurching. If you're not a member, become a member. Use code Shapiro at checkout for 2 months free on all annual plans. Click that link in the description and join us.